Welcome to this video about Choral Awards at Oxford as part of the virtual Open Days being held by the university this year. My name's Owen Rees and I'm the University Coordinator for Choral Awards. We couldn't hold our Choral and Organ Awards Open Day this year, but on this video I'm going to provide you with a lot of the information about Choral Awards that would normally be given in the opening session of the Choral Awards Open Day. There's a variety of types of choir in Oxford in which you can hold a Choral Award. There are 3 choral foundation choirs, which have boys singing the top line and have choral scholarships available on the alto, tenor and bass lines. And those choral foundation choirs sing choral services most days of the week in term time. And then there are 11 other choirs offering choral scholarships, which are mixed voice choirs with scholarships for sopranos, altos, tenors and basses. There are choirs to suit different levels of choral experience and also to suit your preference for how much of your time you want to devote to choral singing while you're at Oxford. The commitment ranges from 1 service a week, just a Sunday evening in the case of some choirs, to, as I mentioned, almost daily services in some cases. The principal job of the choirs is to sing for services, most often choral evensong, and it's often the case that meals will be provided free of charge for choral scholars after every choral service. The choirs all give concerts at home, if you like, in their own college chapels or in other venues in Oxford, such as the Sheldonian Theatre or the University Church. And many of the choirs will also regularly do concerts elsewhere in the UK and will tour abroad every year, sometimes more than once a year. Some of the choirs do work with professional orchestras, such as the Oxford-based ensembles, the Oxford Philharmonic Orchestra, and Instruments of Time and Truth. And making CD recordings is another important and regular part of the life of the Oxford choirs, as is making broadcasts on, for example, BBC Radio 3's Choral Evensong slot. It's an intensive way of working, but it's great fun partly because one gets through a lot of repertoire very fast and that the rehearsals tend to focus on interpretation more than on getting the notes right simply. The Oxford choirs have a very broad repertoire, both for service singing and for concert work. Many of them will commission new works quite regularly, and likewise, many of the choirs will be performing from time to time repertoire that's just recently been edited from the original sources, for example, Renaissance or Baroque repertoire. What's the role of a choral scholar? Well, the first thing to say is that these are college scholarships. And to answer a frequently asked question, yes, you have to hold a choral scholarship at the college where you hold your academic place at Oxford. Some of the choirs will have singers from other colleges, but they are not choral scholars. The remuneration for the scholarship itself varies from college to college, but colleges will provide some funding for singing tuition, and there are many fine vocal teachers working in Oxford and supporting the work of the Oxford choirs in that way. For those of you who might be interested in pursuing solo singing while you're at Oxford, there are many recital series within colleges based at the Faculty of Music and through other venues. There are lots of masterclasses for singers and also some opportunities for undergraduate singers to get experience singing in opera. Most colleges which are taking part in the Choral Awards scheme will expect their choral scholars to play some role in the wider musical life of their college, for example, through the college music societies. But one thing to stress is that holding a choral scholarship brings quite considerable social benefits. When you arrive at Oxford, you're already, right from the word go, working with a group of perhaps 20 to 30 other people, most of whom are members of your college, many of whom will become your friends. For those who would like to do more choral singing than is provided by their choral scholarship in college, there are other choirs, such as Schola Cantorum of Oxford, which is the main university chamber choir, and there are a number of a cappella student groups as well. Choral scholarships are open to those applying for any subject offered within their college of choice. There are just a few restrictions in particular colleges, for example, for medicine, And so it's worth checking colleges' choir or chapel pages to find out those details. For those of you thinking of applying to study music while you're at university, then it's worth noting that aspects of what you do as a choral scholar fit with and can be used as part of the course. So there's a finals option for those reading music called choral performance, which is designed to reflect the experience and skills you've built up as a choral scholar during your 3 years. Holding a choral scholarship at Oxford is completely compatible with high academic success and high academic aspirations, and many choral scholars do really well in their degree results. What about afterwards? Well, for those who might want to pursue it, a choral scholarship provides a wonderful apprenticeship for the world of professional singing, whether that's in professional vocal consorts or larger choirs, or singing in cathedrals or with other professional church choirs, and also for solo work. And a number of Oxford choral scholars each year go on to do postgraduate study as a singer at one of the conservatoires. So to sum up, unless you become a cathedral lay clerk, you're going to find it hard to find this type of choral life and opportunity right on your doorstep at any other stage in your lives. The application process is kept as simple as possible. There's an online application form which you fill in and submit by the 1st of September in the year you're applying. And the short URL for that application form is on the screen now. On the form, we ask you to list up to 10 college choices, and we recommend that you list at least 3 colleges. We ask also for a brief record of relevant musical experience or qualifications, anything up to 250 words. There's no academic reference required as part of the choral application process, but we do ask that you find a referee who can write about you as a singer. That might be a director of music at school, or the director of a choir in which you sing, or a singing teacher if you're having lessons. Or you can ask one of those people to collate a reference, drawing in material from one of the others. We also ask you to put on the form what subject you intend to study at Oxford, but that's simply so that we can check that that subject is available at the colleges you've put on your preference list. Please also check yourself, and there's an easy to find link on the Oxford admissions website which says which colleges offer which academic subjects. And your reference should be sent by your referee to your first choice college, and there are details of how to do that on the notes that accompany the choral application form online. You'll also see on the Choral Awards application form a box that asks whether you wish to be considered by all the other relevant colleges offering Choral Awards, besides those that you've chosen to list on your preference list. For the audition, the first thing I should say is that there's absolutely no academic testing at the time of the Choral Award auditions. So this is just about you as a singer. We ask you to choose a piece up to 5 minutes long as your audition piece. It doesn't need to be a piece of sacred music. Just choose a piece that you think shows your voice to its best advantage. And your first choice college will also set some sight singing for you to do as part of the audition. This year, we're planning for the auditions to be online rather than in Oxford. And further details will be issued about this very soon. Very soon after the Choral Awards, we let you know the results by email. For most of those applying for Choral Awards, you'll get the letter that says that yes, your first choice college is considering you for a Choral Award and invites you to apply, naming that college as your first choice college on your UCAS form. Some applicants get an email saying that they are still under consideration for a Choral Award at Oxford, but not at the college which they've named as their first choice. But in all those cases, we will name another college that is happy to consider you for Choral Awards should you get in academically. Some applicants get a letter saying, we're very sorry, but you're below Choral Award standard for Oxford. And of course, if you do get that message, we nevertheless really hope that you'll apply academically for Oxford. The Choral Award result does not have any impact on the assessment of your academic application to Oxford. So after you've got the result of the Choral Award auditions, you send in your UCAS form. One thing to note is that if you apply to Oxford for a Choral Award through this university scheme, you can't also apply to Cambridge for a Choral Award. How do you get further information about the Choral Awards? Well, there's a great deal of information on the university prospectus, and you can see on the screen now the web address for the pages about Choral Awards, which also includes an extensive set of frequently asked questions with answers to those questions. If you're Googling for Oxford Choral Awards, just type Choral Awards Oxford, and the top hit in your search results should be the page I'm showing now. Here's a section of those University Choral Award web pages, and you can see some of those frequently asked questions on the left. The arrow points to a really useful document which gives a page or so of information for each college participating in the Choral Awards about their Choral Award scheme, about how their choirs operate, and so on. So don't miss that PDF on the right when you're looking at these Choral Award pages. If you'd like any further information, then please do write to me or write to the directors of music at any colleges in which you're interested. And as part of this virtual open day, please do, if you would like to find out more, follow the live streamed question and answer sessions that we'll be putting up. And also there's a tight question and answer facility that will be available throughout this open day. We're also making available a series of videos called Oxford in Voice, made a few years ago, which will give you, we hope, a really vivid idea of the opportunities for Choral Awards at Oxford. So hopefully this brief video will have inspired you to find out more, and we hope to see many of you singing in the Oxford choirs in years to come.